processing of rRNA and tRNA. Although transcription is the first and most highly regulated step in gene expression, it is usually only the beginning of the series of events required to produce a functional RNA. Most newly synthesized RNAs in prokaryotes and eukaryotes must be modified in various ways to be converted to their functional forms. The primary transcripts of both rRNA and tRNAs in prokaryotic as well as eukaryotic cells must undergo a series of processing steps. The basic processing of rRNA and tRNAs in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells is similar. We have seen that in eukaryotes, the 28S, 18S and 5.8S rRNAs are formed by cleavage of a single long precursor transcript called pre-rRNA. Eukaryotic cells contain 4 rRNAs. Among these, 5S rRNA is transcribed from a separate gene. Following cleavage, the 5.8S rRNA, which is unique to eukaryotic cells, becomes hydrogen bonded to 28S rRNA. In prokaryotic cells, 16S, 23S and 5S rRNAs, which are formed by cleavage of a pre-rRNA transcript. Prokaryotic and eukaryotic pre-RNAs are processed in several steps. Initial cleavages of bacterial pre-rRNA yield separate precursor molecules for the 3 individual rRNAs and are further processed by secondary cleavages to the final products. In eukaryotic cells, the pre-rRNA is first cleaved at a site adjacent to the 5.8S rRNA on its 5' side, yielding 2 separate precursor molecules that contain the 18S and the 28S plus 5.8S rRNAs. Further cleavages then convert 18S and the 28S plus 5.8S rRNAs to their final products, with the 5.8S rRNA becoming hydrogen bonded to the 28S rRNA molecule. In addition to these cleavages, rRNA processing involves the addition of methyl groups to the bases and sugar moieties of specific nucleotides. In prokaryotes, mRNA molecules undergo little or no modification after synthesis by RNA polymerase. Indeed, many mRNA molecules are translated while they are being transcribed. The tRNA and rRNAs are generated by cleavage and other modifications of nascent RNA chains. For example, in E. coli cells, 3 types of rRNA molecules and tRNA molecule are excised from a single primary RNA transcript that also contains spacer regions. Other primary transcripts contain arrays of several kinds of tRNA molecule or of several copies of the same tRNA. The enzyme nucleases that cleave and trim these precursors of rRNA and tRNAs are highly precise. The enzyme ribonuclease P, for example, generates the correct 5' terminus of all tRNA molecules in E. coli. This interesting enzyme contains a catalytically active RNA molecule. Ribonuclease 3 excises 5S, 16S and 23S rRNA precursors from the primary transcript by cleaving double helical hairpin regions at specific sites. In prokaryotes as well as eukaryotes, tRNAs are transcribed in a pre-tRNA transcript that requires multiple processing steps before the mature tRNA is ready for the use in translation. In prokaryotes, multiple tRNAs are often transcribed as a single RNA. The first step in their processing is the digestion of the RNA to release individual pre-tRNAs. But in eukaryotes, each pre-tRNA is transcribed as a separate transcript. The processing to convert the pre-tRNA to a mature tRNA involves 5 steps. 1. tRNA is transcribed by RNA polymerase 3. The pre-tRNA, the transcription product, contains additional RNA sequences at both the 5' and 3' ends. These additional sequences are removed from the transcript during processing. The 5' end of the pre-tRNA is called the 5' leader sequence, which is cleaved off by an unusual RNA containing enzyme called ribonuclease P, that is RNase P. 2. Some tRNA precursors contain an intron located in the anticodon arm. These introns are spliced out during processing of the tRNA, that is, the 3' end of the pre-tRNA is cleaved off. 3. The pre-tRNAs in all eukaryotes, but in only some bacterial pre-tRNAs, a CCA sequence of nucleotides is added to the 3' end of the pre-tRNA and the original 3' end is trimmed off. Some bacterial pre-tRNAs already have the CCA encoded in their transcript immediately upstream of the 3' cleavage site, so they do not need to add another one. The CCA at the 3' end of the mature tRNA will be the site at which the tRNA's amino acid will be added. The enzyme responsible for the addition of the CCA end is tRNA nucleotidyl transferase, and the reaction proceeds according to the following scheme. tRNA plus CTP gives tRNA C plus PPI, that is pyrophosphate. The tRNA C formed reacts with CTP again to give tRNA CC plus pyrophosphate. tRNA CC reacts with ATP to give tRNA CCA plus pyrophosphate. 4. Multiple nucleotides in the pre-tRNA are chemically modified and altered their nitrogen bases. On average, about 12 nucleotides are modified per tRNA. The most common modifications are the conversion of adenine to pseudouridine, the conversion of adenine to inosine, and the conversion of uridine to dihydrouridine. But over 100 other modifications can occur. 5. A significant number of eukaryotic pre-tRNAs have introns that have to be spliced out. Introns are rare in prokaryotic pre-tRNAs, but do occur occasionally and are spliced out. The mature pre-tRNA is ready to have its cognate amino acid attached after processing. The cognate amino acid for a tRNA is the one specified by its anticodon. Attaching this amino acid is called charging the tRNA. In eukaryotes, the mature tRNA is generated in the nucleus and then exported to the cytoplasm for charging. This figure details the processing of tRNAs. In the part A, you can see that tRNAs are derived from pre-tRNAs, some of which contain several individual tRNA molecules. Cleavage at the 5' end of the tRNA is catalyzed by the enzyme ribonuclease P, that is RNase P. Cleavage at the 3' end is catalyzed by a conventional protein RNase. In a post-transcriptional processing step, a CCA terminus is added to the 3' end of many tRNAs. Finally, some bases are modified at characteristic positions in the tRNA molecule. In this example, these modified nucleosides include dihydrouridine, methylguanosine, inosine, ribothymidine, and pseudouridine. In the part B, structure of modified bases are shown. Dihydrouridine, pseudouridine, and ribothymidine are formed by modification of uridines in tRNA. Inosine and methylguanosine are formed by the modification of guanosines. A typical pre-tRNA undergoes many processing steps to generate a mature tRNA ready to have its cognate amino acid attached. Nucleotides that are cleaved away are shown in green. Chemically modified nucleotides are shown in yellow, as is the CAA trinucleotide that is added to the 3' end of the pre-tRNA during processing. The anticodon nucleotides are shown in red shade. A second type of processing is the addition of nucleotides to the termini of some RNA chains. For example, a terminal sequence CCA required for the function of all tRNAs is added to the 3' ends of tRNA molecules that do not already possess this terminal sequence. A third type of processing is the modification of bases and ribose units of rRNAs. In prokaryotes, some bases of rRNA are methylated. Unusual bases are found in all tRNA molecules. They are formed by the enzymatic modification of a standard ribonucleotide in a tRNA precursor molecule. For example, uridylate residues are modified after transcription to form ribothymidylate and pseudouridinylate. These modifications generate diversity, allowing greater structural and functional versatility.